Okay, good day. This is the Black Jacket talking to you. I'd like to, first off, let's zero right in on two verses in chapter 51. Okay, verse 5. Verse 5, and it came to pass that those who were desirous that Pahoran should be dethroned from the judgment seat were called kingmen. For they were desirous that the law should be altered in a manner to overthrow the free government and to establish a king over the land. So alter the law to establish a king. Verse 17. And it came to pass that Moroni commanded that his army should go against those kingmen to pull down their pride and their nobility and level them with the earth, or that they should take up arms and support the cause of liberty. That's basically all I'm going to contribute in terms of the scripture. Kingmen mentality. And you find that in the religion, you learn from a tender age to adopt a kingman mindset. We believe in being subject to kings and rulers. Forget about the word presidents in that verse. We believe in being subject to kings, rulers, and magistrates of kings. Magistrates are only the king's servants anyway. And how do you subject yourself to a king and rulers? By obeying the king's law. In honoring, obeying, and sustaining the king and the king's law. I've added words, but that's exactly what it means. So you can preach all day long about the kingman mentality, and you're hypocrites because you want it both ways. You want your cake and eat it too. You want it both ways. Article of Faith number 12 makes of you kingmen. I will say to you this. If you had lived in 1770 and your religion had been formed and organized in 1770, a mere 60 years earlier than the 1830 of history, you would have been in the English colonies of New England, and your leaders would have preached to you to do exactly that, to be good loyal subjects of King George I of England. You would have been loyalists. Loyalists never raised a finger at all to rebel against the king like George Washington did. So while you, I was going to say, pompously extol the virtues of George Washington and the other founders of this country, you yourselves would have been kingmen. Subject yourself to the king in honoring, obeying, and sustaining the king's law. You would have been loyalists. And most of the loyalists fled to Canada at war's end. So the Mormon religion would have become a small little obscure and insignificant Canadian church. A Canadian church, eh?